Hey everybody, Tiger Shark 1968 here. I'm Josh, and today we're going to fire off some 5.77 Minier bullets with my Euroarms, which I think is actually Pedersoli, um, and it's a Richmond 1863 carbine. I love carbine rifles, carbines, because they're short, maneuverable, easy to swing, generally lighter, and they got more kick. I love recoil. And when it's a big bore, this is completely unloaded on half cock. I don't know if you can see it, but when you got a big bore, like a 58, it's like shooting, I don't know, 28 gauge slugs, almost 20 gauge. You're getting up there with 58 cal. Um, these were basically made in the Civil War. This one's a replica, of course, but these were made in the Civil War as the South's version of the Springfield rifle. They had lots of Enfield pattern rifles, the P53s, the P58s, etc. out there, and they also had a lot of the earlier Springfield 1842s and 69 smoothbore and rifled. I had the rifle one for a while. I got it up for sale right now because it's just so hard to keep that pig fed. It's a beast on lead and powder, and the recoil's just stupid. That's like shooting a 12 gauge slug every single time. Um, but anyways, this was the South's idea of how we stay in the game without, I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes out here, how the South stays in the game without importing all the rifles from England, Germany, Switzerland, France, and the other places that were sympathetic to the Southern cause at the time. So they made a very close knockoff to the Springfield rifle. Over here, they changed the whole lock mechanism. Used, I think it was Benjamin Butler that created it. It was either Ben Butler or General Burnside that made this stupid system that used those rolled up caps like you put in cap guns when you're a kid, and they would put the roll in and they'd hook up the tape, and it was a repeater in as much that you loaded it muzzle loader style one at a time, but every time you cock back the hammer, it would rotate another cap into place that you could shoot, and they failed in wet conditions, even somewhat humid conditions, which was all through the South. I mean, as soon as you're south of Virginia, you're just sweat all the time, so you can imagine how well they failed. But anyways, when they made the replica of this, they kept this area more or less the same. And what I love about this rifle more than any other muzzleloader is because of this redesigned chamber area, the flash area from the nipple to the actual chamber where it ignites is much more open, much more large in area. I think it flutes outwards. It's easier to knock powder into it to make sure that, the point being that you can pick this up, fire one cap, two caps, percussion caps, just to clear the bore, make sure the dust's out of it and stuff, and that the nipple is clear. And then right after that, you're shooting. With Enfield replicas and stuff, sometimes you're loading round after round of powder and a bit of tissue paper, or whatever, to get that to hole to ignite and open up and stuff. And I've had times where it's taken me 20 minutes to get an Enfield or a Springfield to do it, but because of this Richmond's interesting lock mechanism with how the percussion system worked on it, and that they sort of left some of that in play, it doesn't have that. So let's get to shooting. See where you are on seeing everything here. We'll tilt it down a bit so you can watch as I load this, and then I'll zoom in for shots. So I'll let you see the first one getting loaded. So look at it. No, you don't. I'm doing 60 grains per volume. I think I'm using 777, so that's going to be more than 60. It's going to be somewhere around 70, 74 grains. They fired around 60 to 65 grains typical load in the Civil War. These are sized to 5.77 Minier, and I forgot my ramrod inside, but I will use this one. Just make sure I pull it out. That is definitely in there. I am leaving the ramrod out because I fired one out of my Zouave a number of years ago and never found it, and it has pissed me off forever since then. I fired this off yesterday, and the day before I fired off about 6-7 rounds out of it. Another reason why I love this rifle is I can fire 20-30 rounds for it. I have to put a patch through it. And what I do is I load the rifle and then I put a patch, slightly moist, 99% down to the ball, and clean up, and then I can shoot another 40-50 rounds. I find about every 40-50 rounds you have to clean it. Sometimes 20 if you're using real black powder, but Paradex, 777 and stuff, not so much. I'm going to shoot, get my, actually let's pull the percussion. It's on half cock. I'm going to lay this down for a second, get my ears on and my shooting glasses on, and we'll zoom this out. We're going to put this there. Safe. Okay, I'm going to zoom you in. And I think what we're actually going to do, guys, is let's go sideways so you don't just see smoke. And I'll get you closer too. We'll get ahead of the smoke. I think that's the smart play. Okay, bear with me for a second. Sorry about all the jostling. Cheap production values. No, we need to zoom out now real quickly. And we'll go even closer. I don't think I'll sacrifice my camera. Okay, now let's zoom in and see what you see. I'll try to load fast for you. We'll knock a few of these down. I better go up. You're going to see these things going orbit-wise. Some will go in the air for sure. Okay, back in a sec. Green one in the center. Bottle that was to the right of that one. Next green bottle over. round bottle that was to the right of that one. Far right. His buddy to the left of him. Next one to the left. Well, the dog's going crazy. Let's zoom this out and go and take a look at some of these, won't we? Lay this rifle down. Okay, I think I'm zoomed all the way out. What's a 58 cal do? It mangles stuff. It's a very crude bullet design, so it's very cruel what it does. You can see that was, there's where it went in. This rifle at 20 yards on the low leaf, 20 to 50 yards, she holds almost dead center hold, maybe just a tiny bit under with the heavier bullets like I'm firing today. That one I aimed deliberately lower. I aimed at the bottom to see if I could lift it, just like I did this one over here, which really got airborne. Yeah. That one actually hit dead center. Maybe it was this one that one of them went sky. No, that's pretty dead center too. But good bottle opener, can opener. It works. Well, that's going to be it for my video. Thank you for tuning in and checking this out. It's a great rifle with a huge muzzle. What's not to like? And as you can see, she's accurate, it's balanced, it's a magnificent rifle. Thanks for viewing. I'm out of here.